Hey folks, hope you're doing well this week. I just wanted to give a little brief rundown of what we've got coming up. This next project, Project 2, is going to be what we are working on for like the vast majority of the rest of the semester. A lot of your discussion forum posts and journal posts will be working sort of towards this. A lot of your readings will be working towards this. And you'll be doing a few drafts kind of over the week. So it really does dominate this last part of the schedule, and that's because it is like the one required essay that we are required to assign in this class, and so I wanted to give y'all as much time as possible to work on it, and draft it and revise it and conference with me again, all those kind of things. So this is a quick little rundown of like what the project is. Kind of some of those dates out loud, because I know looking at it in a Word doc it might seem like a lot, but it's really like spaced out, so you're doing a little bit every few weeks, so that hopefully at the end of the semester, when you're working on all of your other finals and stuff, you don't have to worry as much about this paper as well. The issue analysis is the paper that we are writing. It is, like I mentioned in your annotated bibliography prompt, it is not an argumentative essay. You are not arguing for one side or the other of the issue. You are presenting the evidence from multiple sides of the issue. Of course, that does sometimes mean, depending on the issue, if all of your evidence for one side is coming from uncited, unsubstantiated blog posts, and the other side is coming with scientific evidence, that kind of speaks for itself, right? But the tone is kind of more, this is the lay of the land, this is the stance of the issue, and this is why it matters. So the argument that you're making in this paper, because you're not arguing for one side or the other, you're just kind of arguing this issue is something that we should discuss, this issue is something that we should be looking at, be conscious of several sides of the issue. Writing analysis, think Wikipedia article, kind of unbiased behavior, tone and description, right? So this is going to be a formal paper, so try not to write in first or second person, unless it's super relevant. Check your spelling, your grammar, all those kinds of paper things. This will be in MLA format. You will be required to have sources. They can be the sources from your annotated bibliography. They don't have to be. Or you can use some and get some new ones. Or if your topic has changed and you researched with your annotated bibliography and decided that you don't like that topic anymore, you can change it. You're not married to that topic. That's fine. So don't worry too much about that. Let's see. You're required to turn this in as a Word document, just like with last time. That's just the best way that I have for you to give you feedback and to do your grades and stuff. So alright, let's get into the sort of schedule that I'm planning, and then we can kind of go over the rubric a little bit for the actual paper itself. So we will be doing conferences again for this paper. There will be one more required conference, and then I'm also going to have sort of an optional conference week as well at the very end of the semester. So you'll have plenty of time to meet with me, chat with me, and I also, have student hours every week, Monday, Wednesday, 11 to noon, and Thursday, 1 to 2, and by appointment. So lots of time to chat with me if you have questions, concerns, that kind of stuff. Specifically, October 29th and 30th, so right before Halloween, we will be having our required conferences. Just like last time, we're going to do a Google sign-up sheet. Do please double check that your name has gone on the time slot that you think that it is on. I had a few people seem to have an issue with Google not saving the changes, that they had made to the document, so please double check that ahead of time, just so you know. Show up prepared for this conference. You will have turned in a draft by that point, so you will already pretty much be prepared. But come in, if you have specific questions or concerns that you want to deal with. It might be helpful to pull up the syllabus if you want to look along with me at the schedule that we've got coming up. So you just turned in your annotated bibliographies yesterday for me on the 5th. So we're keeping fall break. I'm not getting rid of that. This week, annotated bibliography should already be in. Pretty much just I've got a check-in journal post for y'all, and then I've uploaded some sample issue analyses. So these are papers that I have anonymized from previous year students, and you'll be reading those papers, and then next week's forum post will be you posting grades for those papers. So the rubric is already up, the same thing that I will be using to evaluate your papers. And I will post separate videos kind of talking about the things that I'm looking at, but you can see looking at how the paper is broken down for points, what I'm most worried about, right? I am most concerned about your ideas, about whether they are presented in an organized and structured manner, and then sort of lower than that, I am concerned with does it sound like academic English? Is it does it follow the prompt? Does it utilize MLA formatting? Those kinds of things are less important to me than whether you are making a clear claim, providing a clear explanation of the issue that you have selected and the evidence for several sides of the issue, right? That's the whole thing. So, sort of breaking down what the assignment is, there will be 2 drafts. The first draft is going to be due in a couple weeks. It's half of the total length of the paper. This is going to be a 1,500 word paper. That's 6 or 7 pages, double spaced probably. So draft 1, 750 words. On Monday, October 5th, you'll be turning that in. You'll be doing peer review with these drafts, so I will assign you some peer review folks, and I'm going to nail down all of the specifics for that, but there will be a peer review worksheet that you will turn in on Moodle, sort of to show me that you have done the thing, right? No, you will not be penalized if your peer review partners fall off of the map. Just this is something we're going to have to communicate about. I have never done peer review virtually before, but there are pros and cons, right? Because you can spend a little more time on a paper, maybe give some more thoughtful feedback, get some more thoughtful feedback. So we're really going to try to lean into that, I think. So you will be turning in draft 1 October 19th. That peer review sheet will be due the following week. That following week you will also have conferences with me right before Halloween. And then November 9th there will be another draft. This second draft is going to be the full length of the paper. So we're really going to focus the last few weeks on revision and polishing and making your paper better, because you will already have the word count 2 or 3 weeks before the paper is due. So, draft 2, November 9th, same thing a week later, peer review again. The final paper is going to be due right before Thanksgiving. And then, you're not done with this class. We have Project 3, which is a video presentation on this same topic. But you will not be writing, there will be no final exam for this class. You will be done writing well before your other finals start, which should help with some of the balancing stuff. So I think that should be kind of enough background to get you started. I don't want y'all to panic about this. It is a significant portion of your grade. It's 40% of your grade, but that's because this is a project that we are going to be working on for the next month and a half as a class together, right? So it's not like this one paper is worth 40% of your grade. It's like turning in those drafts on time, participating in peer review, attending your conference with me and showing up prepared, and then the final paper. So a lot of, I like to grade a lot of these things on completion, like if you do the peer review and you participate, that is a free 30 points on the first one and 40 points on the second one. So that's almost 20% of your grade for this whole project. If you do the peer reviews, you get those points. That does mean missing those kinds of things can really add up and impact your grade. That is why I recommend trying to stay on top of it. And everything is going to be sort of building on itself in this way. So, don't panic. It's going to be okay. I'm going to be posting more videos kind of talking you through some of these elements that I'm looking at in the rubric. And we're going to get through it. Okay. If you have any questions or concerns, shoot me an email. Take care of yourselves. Be safe this weekend with the hurricane. Alright. Bye, y'all.